So we've talked about all the amazing potential of Scinet and decentralized science,
Yeah.
but we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about
Right.
some of the potential risks
Yeah.
and challenges that come with this new technology.
Absolutely. It's not all sunshine and roses.
Exactly. So let's get into some of the tougher questions.
Okay.
One thing that I worry about is misuse.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about opening up science
Oh,
to a much wider audience, which is great.
it is.
But it also means there's more potential for bad actors,
Yeah. You're going to have
to exploit the system.
more people trying to game the system.
Exactly. So how does Scinet deal with that?
Well, for one thing, the blockchain itself
Yeah.
provides a lot of transparency.
Okay.
That's really hard to manipulate.
Right, because everything's recorded
Everything's recorded.
and it's public.
It's all out there in the open.
So it's like a security camera that's always watching.
Pretty much.
Okay, that's good.
What else?
Let's-
Well, they also have a really strong community moderation system.
Okay, so the community helps police itself.
Exactly. Users can flag suspicious activity,
Uh-huh.
report misconduct.
Right.
So everyone's kind of working together.
To keep things honest.
Yeah, to make sure the platform is used for good.
Okay, that's reassuring. But what about AI? We've talked about how Scinet uses it
Right.
to summarize research, connect ideas.
Yeah.
But what if the algorithms themselves
Right.
are biased or even manipulated?
Well, that's a valid concern with any AI. And it's something that Scinet takes very seriously.
Okay, good.
So they're constantly working to make sure
Uh-huh.
that the algorithms are trained on diverse data
Right.
and they're regularly audited.
So it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing process.
Okay, so they're trying to stay ahead of those problems.
Yes, absolutely.
True.
Transparency and accountability are super important.
Okay, that makes sense. But I think one of the biggest challenges for Scinet and for DeSci in general
Yeah.
is figuring out how to work with traditional scientific institutions.
Right, because those institutions aren't going away.
No,
They've been around for a long
they
time.
have their own way of doing things.
Exactly.
So how do you see this new model
Yeah.
coexisting with the old?
I think it's going to be a gradual process.
Okay,
You know, it doesn't have to be one or the other.
right.
Decentralized science can actually complement those institutions.
Okay, so how?
Well, imagine universities using a platform like Scinet to, boost their research,
Yeah,
expand their reach,
right.
connect with new talent.
So it's about finding ways to work together
Exactly.
to make science better for everyone.
I think we'll start to see more partnerships
Yeah,
between DeSci and traditional institutions.
as people start to see the benefits.
Exactly.
So looking ahead,
Yeah.
what are some of the biggest opportunities and challenges you see for DeSci in general?
Well, one of the most exciting opportunities
Yeah.
is the potential to make breakthroughs in areas
Okay.
that have been neglected.
Right, like maybe diseases that don't get a lot of funding.
Exactly, like rare diseases or neglected tropical diseases,
Yeah,
or even just basic research that doesn't have an immediate payoff.
right. Things that aren't profitable
DeSci can help channel resources and talent.
to those areas.
Exactly. And potentially save lives.
That's a really powerful thought. So it's about making science work for everyone,
Yeah, democratizing it.
not just for the people who can afford it.
Exactly.
And it's also about getting more people involved in the process, right?
Absolutely. Imagine a world where anyone with a passion for science
Yeah,
can contribute to research.
no matter who they are or where they come from.
Exactly.
I love that idea. But of course, there will be challenges.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What do you see as some of the biggest ones?
Well, one of the big ones is regulation.
Right.
Science is a highly regulated field,
Yeah.
and DeSci is going to have to figure out how to work within those rules.
While also pushing for change.
Right. It's a delicate balance.
And I imagine building trust is a big one too.
Absolutely. DeSci is still pretty new,
Yeah.
and it needs to show that it's legitimate.
Right. It has to prove itself.
Exactly. It have to show the world that it can be rigorous and reliable.
Well, I think it's safe to say that decentralized science is a force to be reckoned with.
It is.
It has the potential to really shake things up
Yeah. It could revolutionize the way research is done.
and make it more open
More collaborative.
and ultimately more impactful.
Absolutely.
And Scinet is leading the charge
They are. They're really pushing the boundaries
of what's possible.
and paving the way for a better future for science.
It's been an amazing journey exploring this with you today.
It has.
And for our listeners who want to learn more about Scinet, you can visit their website at scinet.com.
Yeah, go check it out.
Who knows, you might just be part of the next big scientific breakthrough.
It could happen. That's the beauty of DeSci.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time, stay curious.